That is always like the one thing that I really, really want to talk about is like Spider-Man. Spider-Man, Spider-Man does whatever a spider can. Spins a web anytime. Watch Disney completely fuck up. Look out. Here comes the Spider-Man. I feel bad for... I'll say this. I feel really, really bad for the MCU people. I really do. You know, I don't know what's going to happen to any of the Spider-Man films. Have you played the Spider-Man PS4 game? No? I have an Xbox, so I haven't watched it. Oh, you have a good voice, honey. Thank you. Thank you. I'll tell you this, the Spider-Man cinematic universe is like the Spider-Man Turn Off the Dark. Nothing but just horrific, bad stunts happening. I didn't even know wait, you two did the music to it? Wow, that is so cool. I know I shouldn't make a joke about it, but I mean, Spider-Man Turn Off the Dark, 6 people were injured on stage while working on Spider-Man. And one dude who dressed as Spider-Man, who was web swinging, like fell and injured himself on stage. I know it's weird to hear things about it, like Spider-Man not... It's bad that it happened to him, like... And I know a lot of people are upset because Kevin Feige is involved. It's like, really, here's the thing about it, like, Kevin Feige... I'm going to say this one. I know a lot of people love Kevin Feige, and I know a lot of people are like, well, you're probably a DC EU fanboy. I'm not, because I will say this. Some of the films in the DC EU are not my personal favorite. And I'm not a big MCU fan, because they're just the same. They're not fun. I know a lot of people love fun. But one thing I will say I did not like is Fat Thor. And I know a lot of people are going to defend it because they say it's funny. Get it? Thor, he's fat. He's eating chips with guacamole dip. Here's the thing about it. Thor went through a lot. He went through a lot. He watched his brother get murdered in front of him. His father died in the third Thor film, which they quickly glossed over with. It's true, they did ruin Thor. They glossed over it with the humor, with Jeff Goldblum. Caca! Jeff Goldblum. They glossed over it with Hulk talking and sounding like a jock. They glossed over a good actor, a good character's death. They just wanted to move on to the funny and fun. Here's the thing about it. Growing up, I had weight issues. And I have depression. Yeah, and depression is not fucking funny. It's not fun. It's not great. I'm great now, mentally. I'm in a good place now. But depression isn't fun. It isn't funny. And, eating, which tries to comfort you and help you, which causes weight issues, which causes heart issues. Heart disease is hereditary in my family, so I'm trying to watch what I'm eating, what I'm doing, and all that. It's not funny. And I know they want to add humor. I know they want to add comedy. But talking about a personal issue, personal demons with depression, eating to try to, to make you feel better, weight issues, none of it's funny. And I know a lot of people want to laugh and joke and say, it's life, it's funny, it's Marvel. Stop taking it serious and literally serious. And it's like, if you want to do a comedy film, just do a fucking Deadpool. And I know a lot of people are going to defend the Avengers Endgame and all that, but it's annoying. I just find it really annoying that they just, people want to defend it and stuff. But, I kind of look at, the Sony Marvel thing as sort of like a win for Sony. Because Sony's building up confidence. A lot of people thought Sony wanted to get out of the movie business because Sony is known for doing electronic stuff and being a company that does the PlayStation 4 and the PlayStation and other stuff. And I'm actually happy that they're doing more movies. I'm happy that Sony is going to build up their confidence in making movies and make their own versions of Spider-Man. I mean, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse is a hit. Venom is a hit. And a lot of that sort of gave them the confidence to be like, we can still do this. And they also have Jump Street films. They have the Goosebumps. Yeah. And they got the Peter Rabbit and Angry Birds and Hotel Transylvania. So let's see. Like Into the Spider-Verse, they announced recently that they're doing a sequel. They're doing a spin-off which will be Spider-Women. So, and Lauren Montgomery will co-write the film. She did the Batman Year One. She worked on Young Justice, Avatar: The Last Airbender, and others. So, that's good. She's doing that. Let's see. They also announced a TV series, spin-off TV series, which will including short starring Spider-Ham. That's gonna be great. So, I hope they do great with it stuff. I mean, them doing and they also did Jumanji, by the way. A lot of people kind of forget that. They had a huge hit with Jumanji, and that became the highest grossing film in North America, the highest grossing film worldwide, which was Spider-Man Far From Home, which topped Skyfall. So, I can't wait for Jumanji 3 film. Here's the funny thing about it. A lot of people probably don't know this. Spider-Man Far From Home isn't the highest grossing Spider-Man film in North America. It's actually Spider-Man, the first 2002 Spider-Man film. So, a lot of people don't know that. So, one film I wish Sony would get moving is the Hancock film. Remember Hancock, which starred Will Smith? Which they were supposed to do a sequel. Hancock 2, but never happened. I wonder why. So, I'm going to try to find the films that not Sony, but Marvel has announced for the MCU. I forget how many films they announced. Let's see. Black Widow. Oh, sorry. Black Widow, The Internals. Never heard of it. Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. Doctor Strange Into the Multiverse of Madness. And Thor, Love and Thunder. I wish they would just change the title for that, because I am going to mock that title. That is like the stupidest title ever. Love and Thunder. In development is Blade, the untitled Black Panther sequel. I'm surprised they haven't really, pushed forward for that one. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, which James Gunn is directing, but will start filming it in 2020 once he completes the Suicide Squad. Captain Marvel sequel, God help us all for that one. The untitled Fantastic Four, the mutant-centered film, which is X-Men. Potential projects, Ant-Man and Wasp sequel. I'm surprised they haven't done. I seen the Ant-Man and Wasp film. It wasn't really that bad. I mean, I like the first one. The first one's my favorite of the Marvel films, but let's see. Deadpool. I will say this one. I am disappointed that Marvel hasn't done anything with Deadpool. And here's the thing about it. If Marvel is going to move on without Spider-Man, focus on the mutant stuff. Focus on the mutants, the X-Men, Deadpool, Blade. Blade's not a mutant, but still, focus on Blade. Tap into like the horror films. Do Blade, then Ghost Rider, Moon Knight, the other Marvel Knights stuff. Focus on that. Deadpool, I wish they would do something with Deadpool. And I know a lot of people are going to be like, it's shame that, we're not going to get Stan Lee cameos. But you know what you could do? Put Deadpool in the cameos. Have Deadpool, like, show up out of nowhere. And just break the fourth wall to the audience. Then mess with the protagonist characters a bit. Then have him walk off. Like, just have him show up, like, out of nowhere. Like, I would love to see a Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, and they're in space somewhere, and all of a sudden, fucking Deadpool shows up. In a space suit. He shows up, he messes with Rocket Raccoon and Groot. Picks a fight with them, then walks off. I want to see that in the Marvel films. Deadpool showing up, breaking the fourth wall. Like, I would love to see, like, a Wolverine in the X-Men film, and all of a sudden Deadpool shoots Wolverine and knocks him out, and Logan wakes up, and Deadpool's like, "Hi, Logan, how you doing? I shot you," and just leave with that. It just bugs me how Marvel doesn't want to tap into the Deadpool success and stuff. And I know they are going to defend it, be like, Deadpool's rated R, and we're PG. We got to be PG for the kids. Think of the kids, for God's sakes. Look at the kids. The kids. Think about them. Don't you want kids to see a superhero that says fuck, shit, damn, you piece of shit? No, but I want to see Deadpool. It bugs me with the whole MCU stuff. It's like, I know that rated R films aren't great. I should know. I've seen Dawn of